Welcome back to Let Your ML Games. I'm your host, Joe, and today we are 10,000 leagues under the sea, right in the middle of the pond, and we have just stumbled upon an Easter egg. Again, this is in the water behind the Nucleus. As you can see, it's right by this underwater billboard. And if you get a close enough look here, you can see a person, a rocket ship. That's a Vim advertisement. So, if we go there, you'll see there's also a ship right beside it that's sunk. Sunken ship. And what is right above the sunken ship but a Titanic Easter egg? Literally. There is Jack and Rose right there. So, if we can kind of angle this just right, hop up on top. Obviously, the famous scene from the Titanic itself. She'll never let him go until she does. As you can see, right beside it is literally one of those rescue boats as well. That's another way to mark where this is at. Again, just in the middle of the lake behind the Nucleus. So, as you can get our bearings right here, we are just past the Nucleus onto the other stretch of land. And let's go ahead. We are going to have to Skyrim crawl our way up this thing right after we go ahead and get rid of all that radiation damage we took exploring the lake. So now that we are more or less good as new, let's continue on up to the top. And up here there is another Vim billboard, this time for the Captain's Blend. Also like how it says tester up top. Kind of makes me wonder if that was a legitimate billboard they wanted in there or not. So, again, just kind of rock climb our way up. I'm sure there was an easier way than scaling the side of a mountain, but daggone it, we are channeling our inner Skyrim in this map. Literally, all throughout this map. So, let's go ahead, get down to the bottom here, and let's go ahead and set our priorities. We are going to do this, drink in front of Longfellow to get him to like it. And let's head this direction ultimately. However, we did use all of our rad away, so let's go ahead and fix that with rad X, so we at least have something in its place. Also, off camera, I upgraded our weaponry and armor. Basically, as far as I could upgrade it so far. It basically made his special harpoon gun unstoppable. And believe me, we'll get to see that soon enough. So if we continue our quest north, we get to our first location of the day, and this is going to be the Crest Cavern. I said we were channeling our inner Skyrim, so here you go. Literally as if it's ripped right out of Skyrim. I have no idea how they did this so perfectly. I honestly think they just took one of their dungeons from Skyrim and just threw it in Fallout. It's amazing. So, let's go ahead, break our way in. And as you can see here, this area is going to be littered with trappers. That is who we're going to find in the Crest Cavern. But also, there is a lot of good loot in here, and a ton of boxes to work on your lockpicking achievement. We got that a while ago, so it doesn't matter as much to us, but we will never pass up loot. So, let's keep it going. And as you can see in here, this place basically makes a giant circle. It goes up, it goes down, but ultimately it ends where it begins. Literally like all of the dungeons of Skyrim. I have no idea how they did this, and it's honestly making me want to re-pick up where we left off in the series. So if you didn't know, early in the channel's history, we actually were doing a regular weekly series of Skyrim. We got pretty far into it, but our problem at the time was we didn't have very many people watching consistently, and it became more of a hassle than it was the people actually viewing it. So, that is still there, and I very well may end up picking it back up, especially since it's winter time just about, and that has always been my winter series. It's always been fall for Fallout and winter Skyrim. Except we can run them side by side, that's not a problem. So just like that, those two are down. As you can see, the weapon we're actually using, it is the weapon we got from Old Longfellow for taking out Shipbreaker in the last episode. So, we basically put a scope on it and we turned the regular harpoon rounds into flechettes. And anyone who knows anything about guns, ammunition, and military knows exactly how lethal flechettes are. So we're about to scattershot about anything that comes in our way now, at the cost of only 1 harpoon per round. So you get to live, because we can't aim worth a darn, apparently, even with a scope. But just look at that. That's the Scourging Trapper, and it almost takes him out 1 hit. Amazing. Believe me, this thing is going to get one heck of a workout today, and Old Longfellow finally decided to join us. So, everyone's in trouble, because he's still got that Children of Adam legendary hammer. He is swinging with absolute impunity. As we go ahead and take out the turrets, it's causing us issues with our amazing laser rifle that we got as a reward. And let's go ahead and continue around. So, especially I love that we can still pick up the harpoons from the people we take out with it. And as you can see here, this is going back the way we came, just to get our bearings. So, this is the way back out of the cave, right over there, because that's the doorway we came through. And we can go over this way. So again, 1-shot trapper, gone. Look at that. That may be one of the cleanest headshots I've ever seen in Fallout 4. And don't worry, it gets better. That was a flechette round, so there's the head. And if you weren't sure what flechettes are, now you know. So let's go ahead, continue our way over here. As you see, the cave was basically one giant circle leading to Buff Jet. Yes. And just like that, let's head out of here for the next part of Crest Cavern. And that is literally the trapper base sitting on top of it. So, you get not just the cave, you get the whole dang base with it. So, let's work our way up. And trappers are everywhere out here. We've got a few good loot stations here as well. He's gone 1 hit. I mean, this thing just removes heads like they're going out of style. And now, we've got someone using explosives over there. I have no idea who it is, but I'm sure Longfellow will flush him out. Meanwhile, let's just get to sniping, because we do have a legendary up there, which seems to be a common occurrence around here now, but if he wants to get distracted on Longfellow, we'll absolutely take advantage. And just like that, him and his hammer just sends him into another universe. So, trappers out here, let's keep it moving. Just like that, I think we're good for most of this. Over here, more ammo. Plenty of beds if we wanted to stay here after we took everything out. We do have cooking stations if we need that for anything. Cannot use one in combat, so something still has the nerve to live around us. And let's see, anything good up here? We've got explosive boxes. Well, we will go ahead and take that. Got it. And just like that, again, I usually just sell all the grenades and mines, because the weight does add up when you start getting a ton of them in your inventory. The Nuka ones are typically the only ones I'll keep. The bottle cap mines and the Nuka grenades, because those things are just unmercifully strong. As you can see, quite the base is sitting above the cave. That is still technically part of this arena. And it looks like we have one more that is going to try and give us trouble. So let's go ahead, fall off the mountain, and go take care of business. Close range, the only way this weapon specializes. Boom! And what in the love of God is going on? Don't even question it. Just get our stuff and run. Pretend we didn't see this. So, continuing up the mountain, this is when it is going to feel even more straight out of Skyrim. We have honestly found the Skyrim section of Far Harbor DLC, and I'm telling you, For a minute, I honestly forgot what game I was playing. It is that accurate. So let me go ahead, get over here so I can get a better view. Just imagine when you're going to that first big dungeon, that Bleak Falls Barrow. That is exactly what this area reminds me of right now. Climbing that mountain to the big dungeon on the hill. I mean, seriously, this is straight out of Skyrim. I just can't unsee it. As you see here, we are still heading north from the cavern, and we're going to run into our next location literally right at the bottom. So we basically just went up and over the hill right there. And now let's go ahead and get ourselves ready for the next dungeon. Now these two are kind of connected in a way because they are both caves that we're going to be dealing with. The first one was filled with trappers. The second one is filled with something completely different. So let's go ahead and jump down to Kitteredge Pass. Kitteredge Pass, which has a single turret outside, which doesn't seem like much. But the second you get inside, you're going to see exactly what it is we're going to be dealing with here. So let's go ahead, get our wits about us, wait for Old Longfellow to show up, and let's go on in. So Kitteredge Pass is again internalized, so welcome back Skyrim as we head in, and you can see the gruesome scene and already tell what we're dealing with. It is not the trappers. Apparently they attempted to nestle in over here, but they got ghouled, and we are not getting ghouled as long as Longfellow is swinging that dang hammer with conviction. So let's go ahead, continue around. As you can see, we have literally gone into the ghoul cave. So we had the trapper cave, now we have the ghoul cave, and this one is quite nasty because not only do they just stand up on you, they also literally just come out of the walls. So I've literally had to perfect a way to quick scope them with the automatic shotgun. Basically immediately enter VATS and just do one shot. That should be enough because by the time you know that they're there, they're about to hit you. So, just like that, VATS, shot, boom. You know, we finally had this thing upgraded enough that we could finally outdo the double barrel shotgun that had the increased damage for ghouls. Just because of how fast this thing shoots if you just hold the button down, there really ended up being no purpose. I mean, it did more damage, but at the same time, it was slower than molasses. So we finally found a way to upgrade a little bit. As we go ahead and clear things out, I mean, Longfellow can hold his own. He pretty much never goes down unless he's facing a boss. So let's continue around. Is it you? Nope, because we can get items from you. But don't worry, they'll find a way to sneak up on us. Let's just keep going, because it looks like we're putting ourselves into a corner here. As you can see, the ghouls have been feasting on the trappers, basically turned their own tactics against them here. And there's all the bones. At least they put them all in one neat place. And just like that, of course, we get whacked again. Look, they're literally coming out of the walls. So if you could not, and you could just go and jiggle in the floor some, that is perfectly fine by me. We are going to continue on. As you can see, very interesting storytelling here. Basically, the trappers were going to make this their home, and they ran on the ferals. I'm very surprised, though, that the trappers couldn't take out the feral ghouls, because we have a hard time with the trappers. But either way, as you see, Kitteredge Pass does let you through the mountain. So, unlike the Pine Cave, it's not a circle. It actually does go from one end to the other. So, if we head on up, again, this time just east of here, you'll see a very peculiar map marker heading north now. A plane? Yes. And I absolutely love any time we get to see these airliners. I'm honestly surprised to see one in Far Harbor, but I will tell you, this quickly became one of my favorite places in the entire DLC. and for good reason. I had no idea what to expect here. I mean, it's already beautiful enough because it literally crash landed on the edge of a waterfall. Don't worry, we're going to take a look at it. Literally, look at that, on the edge of a waterfall. Just beautiful. I'll tell you, it was tempting. I almost made that the thumbnail. So let's keep going down here underneath it. As you can see, there is the waterfall, and I can't get quite as good of a shot from down here, but very, very peaceful area here. And this is the Horizon Flight 1207. I can never keep track of all the numbers, so let's go ahead, head back up right to it. As you can see, something peculiar. We got dogs in there. Alright, so this place has turned even better all of a sudden. This is why this is one of my favorite locations. Get ready, because this actually has a lot to do with Old Longfellow himself. So let's make sure he's over here with us. Let's take another swig so he likes it again. And let's head on in. As you can see, someone is clearly living here.
Always thought this was an interesting place to make a home. At least there's good steel walls.
Well, at least it is good steel walls, and as you can see in the main hub area here, we do have a terminal to get into the cockpit. It is advanced locked, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. A million duds later.
Nice.
And we're in. So, security door out of the way. Let's get that.
Come on out, stranger. This doesn't have to get messy.
Erickson, that you out there?
Longfellow? You're still alive, eh? Well, tell your friend to come on out here.
I've had dealings with him before. Not a bad sort.
What were you doing up there in my camp?
Nice hat.
Thanks. I skinned it myself. Look, I don't really want any trouble. I broke off from the group I came here with a long time ago. I just started seeing things differently when we came to the island, and I couldn't stand how the other super mutants act to humans. I keep to myself up here and train my dogs. Do a bit of trade with people too. At least those that don't open fire on me. Don't see any reason we can't do the same. Come on up if you'd like.
So, this is Old Longfellow's buddy Erickson. As you can see, when he gets back in there, we can go ahead and talk to him about the dogs and the culture. Let's head up here, and now we're in the cockpit of Horizon Flight 1207. There's a steamer trunk, but it is stealing, and we are definitely not going to tick Old Longfellow off. As you can see there's the loot. It isn't worth ticking Old Longfellow off. I mean, this is literally his buddy. So let's go learn a bit more about Erickson. As you can see, there's his dogs, Duke, Mishka, and Grace.
Yeah, you too.
You vouching for him?
So,
sorry about pointing a gun at you earlier. I just get a bit jumpy when a stranger might be killing my dogs. Oh, hello again. Did you need something?
So, why don't you hate humans like the rest of your kind seem to?
Started seeing things more clearly when we came here. Who knows? Maybe it's the fog. I just don't see what the point of us all killing each other is.
Did you train these dogs?
Yeah, as guard dogs. Not all can be trained though. Most are used to being kicked or shot at. I can only manage a few at a time though. So unless I find a new home for one of them, I can't really take on any more.
You just live out here by yourself?
My kind are mostly stupid brutes. Used to trade with a couple people in Far Harbor, but they don't leave the settlement much these days. The rest of the people on the island are worse.
Got any tips about the island?
There's a lighthouse on the south end of the island. Big family of trappers lives there.
I was interested in buying one of your guard dogs.
Which one would you like?
I'd like to buy the wolf.
Where did you want it to guard?
So as you can see right there, Mishka's the wolf, and we can send her to one of our settlements. Which one would the wolf make most sense in? Most likely a visitor center. I mean, usually visitor center have a lot of wolf things for sale, and it definitely makes sense since it's the visitor center for the national park around here that definitely has wolves, so she can go there. We've already got some settlers and defense set up there.
Make sure you give it a good home.
Don't you worry, Erickson, we will. And now Mishka's on her way, and we can see
There's probably
Yost.
a bed around if you need a rest.
You interested in a trade?
Maybe?
But as you can see, not only does he sell you dogs, he has an amazing inventory that you can unload items and get some pretty good stuff with. So as you can see here, he actually has a ton of really good ammunition. So if we go ahead, get rid of all the stuff we need to here, just look at this stash that he's sitting on. So as you see, that's about all we have to sell for now. And ammo wise, look at these quantities. They are quite nuts on some of them. I mean, my gosh, 109 fusion cells even. We don't even have enough money for that, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna have to cut that down severely. I mean, he is loaded with things. This is literally like an oasis in the desert of just ammunition and supplies and getting rid of all your junk while you're out exploring. But don't worry, it still gets better somehow. So we've got Duke the Rottweiler, we've got Gracie the Mutant Hound over there. And I didn't want to get Gracie because, come on, he's a super mutant. He needs a super mutant hound. Can't take Gracie from him, even though it would be cool in his element.
You hungry? Here.
Notice he actually gave us a rad scorpion
You interested in a
steak.
trade?
Just for being near him. Just for keeping him company. That is how much I love Erickson. And as you see, if you do have power armor, you can jump off of here. If you don't have power armor, you are not going to survive that fall. So, as you can tell, I quick saved there to try it. It does not work if you don't have power armor. It is way too far. That water is way too shallow. So, let's investigate this plane a bit more because, as you can see, this is only half of it. The plane actually split in half. The other half of it's way over here. And it's got a pretty cool secret message hidden here in the blocks.
You might want to put on some clothes there.
Seriously, Longfellow? Apparently this entire time we were naked. We just put armor pieces on and didn't even realize it. Sheesh, Longfellow. We will get properly dressed. It's the dang wetsuit. Always the dang wetsuit. Anyway, as you can see, there's the actual people that were on board. They have cameras and clothes and all sorts of things. But still, the no cracked me up. Of all ways to hide the letters there. That was just amazing. As you can see, this is literally the other half of the plane. So the entire area is just ruined from the wreckage behind it. As you can see, all the trees are taken out, and it literally just stopped right on top of the waterfall. So, outstanding location. And with that, let's go ahead and continue north. This is a location we actually went past in a previous episode and didn't explore. And this location easily right up there. Right up there for me as one of my all-time favorites, because not only is it a great dungeon, but it is great role-playing opportunities, and you'll see that in a minute. Right after we blow up the bomber, which also blew up Longfellow, so sorry about that, bud. Let's get you back, and let's go ahead and use Skipper's Last Stand, because let's be honest, ever since we upgraded this thing just shreds everything. As you see, it pretty much one-shotted the Super Mutant from this far away even. The flechette rounds are just dominant. And it's not the strongest upgrade for this either. I think there's one or two more. I just needed more perks to be able to do it. So, As you can tell, this location, the Aldersea Day Spa, is loaded with super mutants. So that's what we're going to deal with here, and we are going to deal with them without resorting to the harvester this time. So let's go ahead and have a day to ourselves, just me and Old Longfellow. So come on, you crazy Irishman, we are having a man's day in. And just like that, there's our reception.
I hear something.
Let's ding the bell and let everyone know we're here, including all the enemies. And he just will not give that weapon up. I swear to goodness, he's got like 7 different weapons in his inventory, and that is the one he keeps defaulting to. So let's go ahead. We've got a glowing mutant hound, and at this point we are just getting eviscerated here. I said we weren't going to do it. Daggone it, hound, you are messing up what I'm saying now. Pretty sure you're the only one I'm going to have to resort to this on, because even trying to stun lock you, you're still finding a way to bite me. Unbelievably tough. Get you out of here so we can finally actually use our weaponry. Sheesh. Make a liar out of me that easily. Anyway, back to the real weapons here. Let's go ahead, and energy weapons are not going to do anything to a super mutant. So back to Skipper's Last Stand, and why not? Let's just use a missile launcher. We're here, we're in the area, we've got the bobblehead for it. Just go, buddy. It will not turn out well for you, especially now that Old Longfellow's back in the fight.
Into the breach we go.
We kind of got him blown up with the bomber and never gave him time to heal. But don't worry, we'll drink vodka just to make him happy again and take out that one. Now, as you can see, this locked door actually takes you to the patio back outside if you go through it. As you can see there, we are now on the patio. This is where all the chairs and everything for the spa are. And don't worry, it's about to get much more relaxing, especially when we get the crazy mutants out of here. I think we've got 3 more in the basement, and that should be about it. This place is amazing once we get past the enemies here. So, as we wander around, we can see we've got massage rooms in here with the comfy pillows. Apparently whoever was here had a dog. And over here, we've got more massage rooms, clean towels. I like it. We've got a tanning booth over there. So far so good. Let's go see what is going on in the basement over here.
Gonna find you soon, human.
Now that we know that those 3 enemies aren't up here. And there's a locked door back there on the left, which has a ton of really good stuff in it. As you see, if we go down below, we end up seeing a giant pool area. But don't worry, we can't enjoy it yet because we've got a butcher. If you remember, that is one of the strongest super mutant variants. So, let's use our pillars for cover. And now that you are not a legendary, you're not going to be protected from that. As you can see, Skipper's Last Stand, literally one-shotting super mutant hounds. Now, let's go ahead. Unfortunately for you, buddy, we literally have a sniper rifle scope on this thing. You're not escaping us that easily. But I will tell you, this is quite the fight, especially weaving in and out of all these columns. So let's go ahead, get you out of here if we can actually hit you. Sheesh. It's a major downside to this thing. It's so overpowered, but that reload time is crazy. As that thing does a cartwheel, we take a look at the sauna, and let's go ahead back in here. So, Butcher, you want to be tough, you think you can beat us, but your leg's already crippled. I'm sure it's got a bazillion flechettes in it by now. I'm surprised you're even standing. So, let's keep going. As you see, this thing just tears through enemies. This is literally one of the strongest super mutants, and it's just getting destroyed by this thing. Poke a few times, and just like that, he is gonna be out of here. And now we can finally enjoy this place in peace. Sheesh. As we reload our extremely slow loading gun. And get our harpoons back. As you can see there, the flechette's sticking in the column. I mean, this thing is so overpowered. As you can see here, we do have ourselves a sauna. That's where the steamer trunk is for this place. Let's go ahead and enjoy that. Old Longfellow finally decided to join us. He just stayed completely out of that fight. He's like, hey, I've taken all the rest of them out for you. You're on your own, kid. And just like that, let's go ahead and explore a bathhouse here. As you can see, the water stained with blood. But there is something a bit unique about this. Notice, no radiation. So, even though it is blood water, at least it's not radioactive, which really caught me off guard. So, let's actually have some fun, explore this place. As you can see, all the lockers have some good stuff in it. And if we go ahead and head our way back up top side, you can see, now that we check out all of this stuff, something a bit unusual here. Our receptionists, apparently they lost their feet. I don't know how that happened, but apparently they got no feet left. So let's go ahead. Apparently they've been just waiting there forever and literally just falling apart, unlike the rest of them. As we go ahead, keep looking around here, let's go see what that legendary weapon was that the legendary mutant hound gave us. And it's actually a pretty cool one, a blazing revolutionary sword. 50 fire damage with successful blocks. Really cool. As you see, here in the back corner is going to be a locked door, and it has some really good loot behind it. It is an advanced lock, so you at least need one of the perks to get in here. As you see, we've got ourselves some cigarettes, cigar boxes, all good things for selling for money. But obviously, we're not in here just for that. There is another one here. We got Med-X and Rad-X with another safe, and this safe is stacked. I mean, just look at all that stuff. We've got almost every type of ammo there is. Pre-war money, Psycho, Radaway, silver lockets. My gosh, that thing has literally everything. And we even have pre-war money right beside it, as well as some jet. I mean, this area really loads you up. Get us some frag grenades. And now we get ourselves to, in my opinion, the best part of all this. Because there's a bathrobe in here. Again, for the people getting a massage, as you can see there. That person, I guess the super mutants were practicing on their massages and they completely broke the bottom half of the person off. But as you notice, you actually get a second bathrobe here, which is pretty interesting because we intentionally get two different bathrobes. So, Old Longfellow, it's just us now. What do you say we have ourselves a spa day? You up for it, you crazy Irishman? I mean, I'm up for it if you are. I don't even know where the heck you went. I think you're, like, hiding in the corner somewhere. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
So, we can go ahead, give him the bathrobe. And then, like with all of your characters, you can go to their inventory and force them to equip it. So just like that, he's wearing the bathrobe. You better believe I'm joining in, because this is our spa day. Get that helmet out of here. And nope, not the diving suit. There we go. There we go. Now these are two troublemakers right here if I've ever seen them. Wait, forgot the glasses. Now, these are two troublemakers if I've ever seen them. So, let's cool guy power walk back down to the spa. This is our time now. Unbelievable. As we literally just cool man power walk our way to the sauna. This is the kind of stuff I love in Fallout, is when you have this kind of flexibility, not just for a location that's got good combat, not just for a location that's got some cool items and really good aesthetics, but also places that you can just role play in. And that is what I wish more locations let you do in this series, because this is just outstanding. I mean, you can literally have just an entire character's night out in locations like this and just have fun with it. You know, that's, I think, what a lot of people have gotten away from in games. Everyone just tries to beat everything as fast and efficient as possible, but, you know, it's the whole lifeblood of the game itself. You know, exploration, you know, feeling like you're really there. And this place does it in spades. I absolutely love the Aldersea Day Spa. And just like that, let's go ahead. We've got one final place to visit. And that is going to take us all the way back to Longfellow's cabin. Because right beside his cabin is a ship. And we can see what in the world was going on here. As you see the giant mast here, Longfellow's cabin is right beside Far Harbor. So, looks like this ship was originally used for fishing, because you can see there we've got fishing rods, we've got barrels full of fish, and they got the booze, so that all makes sense. They were apparently out at sea when the bombs fell. Still wonder, though, how in the world those fish are still perfectly preserved after all this time. It's the same paradox we saw at the Makra fish packing plant. As you can see, there's one that was split open with a harpoon. Apparently that's how they got him. And he literally just exploded. There's the guy with the actual rod. As you can see, again, this is right beside his cabin. It's not part of the settlement, it's just outside the settlement boundaries. So let's go ahead and use our level up for endurance. And now you can see that in the meantime, I went ahead and actually set up this settlement a little bit. That way we actually have a pretty cohesive base here to work from in the future, especially since we can get all of our resources linked here from Sanctuary Hills. So to see this place proper, just come up the path again from Far Harbor itself, and we've already got our dog place there for dog meat. We do not have electricity running to this place yet. I didn't have the stuff at this settlement for the generator, but we've literally got ourselves a sectioned off bathroom. We've got a cooking station here by the window. We've already got at least 2 different beds in here, so we can get someone other than Old Longfellow here. And what's really unique about this settlement location is it covers the entire island. Now, in that shed out back, because I'm doing the boardwalk right now, but in that shed, there is a power armor station, and there is a armor station. I believe it's the armor workbench. And as you can see, that pirate ship literally just right off the coast of the island. I've already got a water purifier down in the water. And just like that, this place is good. So, outstanding locations this time, especially the Horizon Flight and the Aldersea Day Spa. I mean, I could have so much fun with those 2 locations. Erickson is such a cool character, and he literally just gives you stuff for free, on top of having an amazing inventory in literally one of the most centralized locations in the entire map. So if you've not already, please check out the Fallout 4 playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe for more Conceited videos, and we'll see you back next time. Take care, everyone.